What if I told you that inside you right now is the potential to create something that could change everything, not just for you, but for the people around you, for the world? You may not feel like a genius. You may think genius is reserved for the chosen few, the ones with perfect scores, the fancy degrees, the impressive resumes, but that's a lie. Genius isn't something you're born with, it's something you grow. Something you awaken, something you unleash, and today, I'm going to show you how through 5 powerful steps that will help you unlock creative breakthroughs, find your voice, and bring your boldest ideas to life. Let's begin. The power of curiosity. Everything great begins with a question. What if? Why not? What happens if I try this? That's curiosity, and it's the spark of all creativity. Think about the world's greatest innovations. The light bulb, the airplane, the internet. Every single one started with someone asking a question that no one else dared to ask. Curiosity is your inner GPS, a force pulling you toward the unknown, the exciting, the undiscovered. And yet, somewhere along the way, many of us were told to stop being curious, to stop asking, to stay in our lane, to play it safe. But genius doesn't live in safety. If you want to unleash your inner brilliance, you must give yourself permission to wonder again. Start noticing what excites you. Chase the ideas that make you lose track of time. Follow your hunches even when they don't make sense. Curiosity is the seed. Creativity is the tree, and every breakthrough begins with one small, honest question. What if I just tried? Embrace the unknown. Here's a truth most people avoid. If you want to do something new, you must step into the unknown. That means leaving comfort behind, letting go of what's familiar, and moving toward what's unfamiliar, untested, uncomfortable. Yes, it's scary. Yes, it might not work. But that's the price of greatness. See, the unknown isn't a place of chaos. It's a place of possibility. It's where old patterns end and new ideas begin. It's where your imagination gets stretched and your courage gets tested. You can't innovate if you're only repeating what's already been done. That's why you must learn to love the edge, to stand at the borders of your knowledge and still keep walking. Because creativity lives in motion, not in certainty. So ask yourself, what have I avoided because it felt too uncertain? And then, go there, because the path to genius always runs through the unknown. Harness the power of observation. Most people walk through life half-ass, leap staring at screens, rushing through days, missing everything in between, but not the genius. The genius sees. They notice the flicker in someone's eyes. The silence between words, the shape of a shadow, the rhythm of a city, the symmetry in nature. Observation is a superpower. It's what turns the ordinary into the extraordinary. If you want to become more creative, train yourself to look deeper. Not just at things, but into them. Start a habit of noticing. Carry a notebook. Write down what you see, hear, feel. Watch people. Watch patterns. Watch yourself. Pay attention to what everyone else ignores, because often, that's where inspiration hides. Great ideas don't come from thin air. They come from connecting dots no one else noticed, and the more you observe, the more dots you'll have. Cultivate your inner playground. Let's go back in time to when you were a kid. Remember how you played, how you made up stories, built worlds out of nothing, and created for the sheer joy of it. That energy, that wild, fearless creativity still lives inside you. But over the years, many of us locked it away. We became self-conscious. We feared failure. We worried about what others would think. But genius doesn't come from judgment. It comes from freedom, freedom to experiment, freedom to fail, freedom to try something absurd just to see what happens. Your imagination isn't a luxury, it's a tool, so build your inner playground. Give yourself space to create without pressure, to explore without needing a result. Draw, dance, write, sing, build, doodle. Daydream. Not everything has to be productive. Sometimes the most powerful breakthroughs come from play, because when you stop taking yourself so seriously, you start discovering the parts of you that were always brilliant. Embrace the feedback loop. This is the step most people resist, but it might be the most important one. If you want to grow, really grow, you need feedback. That means putting your work out there before it's perfect. Letting others see it, letting others critique it, and learning how to listen without getting crushed. It's not easy, but it's necessary. Genius isn't created in isolation. It's shaped over time by exposure, refinement, and collaboration. Seek out mentors, join creative communities, ask for honest feedback and use it to improve. Don't take it personally, take it seriously, because feedback doesn't shrink you, it sharpens you. Every great creator has faced rejection, criticism, and failure. And they've used it all to level up. You want to unleash your genius, get comfortable hearing what could be better and then making it better. That's how you turn raw potential into real power. So here you are, 5 steps, 5 shifts, 5 ways to unlock the brilliance that's already inside you. Let's recap. Be curious, step into the unknown, observe the world deeply, play like your future depends on it, and invite feedback that fuels your evolution. This is the path, not of perfection but of progress, not of certainty but of courage, because you don't have to be born a genius to create something extraordinary. You just have to show up again and again with curiosity, courage, and commitment. The genius you're looking for is already in you. Now go wake it up.